Hello and welcome to the Awakening of Squirrel. And today we're going to do the 6th and 7th Trials of Aql. And I'm going to show you, we're going to survey a couple more areas. I'm going to show you a great cave if you don't have enough money to travel within Hagga Basin. Say you're at the Anvil, but you got to get down to Griffin's Reach. And you don't have the 700 Solari to do it. There's some really close by, so I'll show you where to do that. And also that if you don't pay your taxes, your base goes without power. So those are the things we're going to learn today. Sadly, my microphone did not record while I was actually doing it, so we're voiceover in this sucker. So let's get to it. So I get back to the base and I fill up the generators with fuel cells and I can't seem to get anything to happen. And that's when I realize when I look at my subfief that I haven't paid my taxes, and I hadn't done that yet. In another game I'm playing in my guild, somebody else has been paying the taxes, and I haven't really had to think about it too hard. Thinking about that, I got to go check on those guys. Anyway, so I came here to Awakening, and I ran back here to this area. You see that lion symbol? You go in there, and you run down here to this fool.
You again? What now?
And then you say, I want to deposit, I want to pay my stuff. And then you pay your stuff, right? Paid, we're good. I've paid my taxes. Now I can head back to the base and make sure that it's all, fired up and shielding. Oh, and by the way, this is what I wanted to show you. When you get to, here we are at the Anvil, and say I got to get to Griffin's Reach, but I don't have any cash on me, right? Because the Ornithopter lady only takes cash, and I need 700 Solari. And if I don't have it, I can run up here around the base. This is the Anvil. You run around here. See, there's the base. You run up here, and there's this cave, and it's a larger cave. What is it called? Ganima Cavern, right? So you get up in here, and there's a whole bunch of guys to shoot and a whole bunch of stuff to loot. Looting and shooting, that's my style. See a couple machine gun guys down there. A couple guys that like to throw grenades. So take care of those guys. And as you come down here, you're going to think, oh, this must be the way out and the big loot. So you come through here. It's not. You see. You sneak around, there's a couple of guys. There's one. So, once you're heading out, right, you're at the big middle area where those machine gunners were, over here in this corner. Now you gotta watch out, there's a mine. I always hit it and run away. Ooh, got me right in the booty. Okay, once your mine is done, you go in and there's the big chest right there for the big loots. And there's plenty of money to get you anywhere you need to go in Hagga Rift. So there you go. That's where you get your free money. Alright, so over here we're surveying. We're going to clear open a little more of the map. I'm over in this area here. So I've driven here so it's cleared, but not the whole area. So I pop a survey orb. And there we go. See how that clears that open? And we're going to be heading up. We were just at this one. And we are going to head up a little farther. There it is, that one right up there in that spot. I mean, this is fun. Ready? Okay, so on the way there I stopped here at Al-janub, which is really close. It's like right next to where we were, and I set off another survey probe because, I mean, if you can clear the map, clear the map. And I happened to have brought extra survey probes just for this reason, right? So did that. Now I got this area cleared, and now I can see a whole lot more. Makes it way easier to navigate when you can actually see the map. Anyway, here we are. We're at the 7th trial? We're 6th trial? We've got the 6th trial. Here it is. In this cavern, right? So you go into this cavern here. And I think I was scared, but there weren't any enemies. And then I had to come up here and give myself a snootful and find out what was going on. But there would be no snooting today. There would be a recording. Dadgummit.
The Sardaukar destruction extends even to these small shrines. I cannot decipher their purpose, but the altar seems to have contained a quantity of spice. And the murals. Such beauty to be destroyed by the cut of a lasgun or blade. All I could decipher from here is another step on the journey of the Zensuni wanderers. Thurgrod. Perhaps there's some link between the Zensuni and the Fremen.
There might be. Okay, so now we've checked that out. Let's head over to what's the next spot. Here's the next trial right here, and I have a fun way to get there. Check this out. So, turns out that if I just do it like this, go the easy way, there's no fall damage when you're on a vehicle. So, kerblooey, I went the easy way. Getting out is going to be a whole other story, but anywho. So I got down here and I found the entrance and there were some guys. So we battled it out. It got a little hairy, but I made it through. Almost died. You can see I was real close, but I lived here. Took care of those fellers there, and then ran up here, found the 7th trial, and had myself a snootful.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wali? Our god gave us the Hulasikali Wala, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek. Bila Kaifa. We were exiled from Nilotic Al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight. For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget. And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did? The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God. And He has prepared the way. Ibn Qirtaiba, the typhoon struggle comes. Why were we created? To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic Al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
Whoa. So there we go. We have completed the 7th trial. And now the only thing left to do is to follow in the footsteps of the Fremen. That's when it's going to get real fun. You want to see? All right, come on. This is what we're going to do. Footsteps of the Fremen, we got to find the final test. Well, there's a whole bunch of tasks to do there, and here's the location. Lucky for us, right there happens to be right next to our home base. It's right there. See where the areas meet? Right in there is the trial, and our base was right next to there. So let's head on back to the base. The fun way. All right, that one was pretty sweet. Anyway, enough of that. Head on back to the base and drop off my stuff and get juiced up, you know, and get ammo and everything, and then head on out and right down the way, not very far, and there's the opening to the trial, right? You can see because of the painted thing on the wall. So you head up in here until you find this. Oh, this is so cool. The Siege Talab. It is so cool looking. I would almost have a house like this, but people would never come to visit because they would think I was weird. Wait, I might like that. Anyway, had to fight a bunch of guys in there. It got super hairy. I then went and found the door here, and this is when things got complex.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali? The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets, across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The Fremen are long gone. Their siege is abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Mosqueret trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Ari. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account, and I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
What do you mean, if we survive? So, here's where we start doing stuff. We go with Ari, and we start to examine this space, right? It's a big space. Looking around, you examine these spots.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god.
Hey, you don't have to sell me on the Fremen. I think they're cool. So there's lots of looting in this area, but it's this abandoned siege.
There's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Don't forget your cutter ray. I came in here the first time and I had no cutter ray, and then you get stuck because you gotta use your cutter ray to get through these spaces like this. So don't forget that. Also, static compactor, super handy to put out fire and to get rid of poison gas. I love that. All right, now we get complex. We come up into this education room here. All right.
Our first goal on Arrakis.
He's going to tell you everything you need to know. I'm going to tell you fast. You're going to go through, you're going to learn all of the symbols, right? And there's 4 of these panels, and with 4 symbols each. You learn them all, and you listen to what he has to say, and it pretty much gives you the order. Or you could just pause this video if you don't want to try to figure it out. But once you get all 3 of those lined up and done, it will do this.
Congratulations. You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Right. And now we end up going, we have this door has opened, get a drink of water, and keep on trucking.
Good work. This must
Thanks.
be the way.
All right, so then we come to this
This must
room.
be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any siege community. It's here that siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today.
It's a good reason. So we head up these stairs after you loot everything. Get all the way up to the stairs and you see the Fremen death still.
All Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Alright, so basically the deal is this. It's a puzzle that she keeps getting in your way. Outer ring moves by itself, right? Middle, can I get the middle? Middle ring moves itself and the outer ring. And the inner ring moves itself and the outer ring. You see, once you get the puzzle solved, like this, then you got to get up on top of this thing and bleed yourself. And there you go. You've opened the door.
Greetings, and Aql. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you'll find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall, as with the security door and the death still. Our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine. Who are you, really? This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Okay, so of course we're just gonna try and leave when what happens?
It's the Masquerade. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You would pay for your desecration in blood!
Oh, it's on.
After them! Do not let them escape!
Okay, after I battled and after I picked up the stuff where I died the first time, I excuse me, I took off this way and I was out. And there you have it, footsteps of the Fremen. So I'm thinking, that's it, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? And then I head back to base. Well, okay, I should be clear, I head back to base the fun way. I had to do it one more time. I had just discovered this. It was so much fun. Watch, except there's this little ledge. I wish I was thinking I could get a good one, but instead I got twisty. Yeah, don't forget to do that. Oh yeah. See, no damage, and I'm on my way back to base. It's a beautiful thing, but when I got back to base, I got a surprise.
Are you there? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the Mnemic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
So next time on The Awakening of Squirrel, we're going to head to Hagga village and try to find an Ixian decoder, which we'll see where that takes us. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you next time right here on The Awakening of Squirrel.